Megan and Susie are nominated for eviction, but what will this week's Golden Power Veto competition entail? Find out now on Big Brother Cheesecake 4 Office Wars. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 4 Office Wars. It's day 5 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Curtis of the warehouse is the head of household. He nominated Megan from customer service and Susie from sales for eviction, but the Golden Power Veto can still change the nominations. What will this week's competition be? We'll find out shortly. But first, earlier this week, the mole had a message for the house guests, and I meant to read it in an earlier episode, but I forgot. So for those of you watching, this was a message that the mole had for the house guests. Hello, losers. I'm glad you're having fun on day 1 of your eventual downfalls. Oh, you're getting to know each other, discussing your favorite colors. How cute. Pretty soon I will enter the game and you will feel my wrath. Poor Curtis on his high horse as the first HOH. If you evict me by accident, your ass is grass. I'll send you to Mexico and build a wall around it. Mexico will pay for the wall, so you can't go home. And as for the 3 people playing on my team, you will suffer. Ah, 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 ah. Okay, so that was a message from the mole. 2 house guests, Brenda and Jack, were not particularly thrilled with how they did in the draft of the Reality Realness crew, and they aired their dirty laundry, which I decided now to read in the episode, so here we go. Hello, I'm Brenda, yes. After watching that video, 3 people critiquing this season, I just want to say, you can't know a person by their Facebook profile. I'm here for a while. Privacy matters to me. I'm Jack. I was picked to finish last. Me too, fuckers. Easy with that fucking language. Jack, we're destined to be losers. Are we allowed to swear? Yes, fuck yes. We're being judged by people being choices of their Facebook profile. Well, the 3 amigos can kiss my ass. Yes. It has lit a fire under my ass. Good. It should. I'm Brandon Hudson, not to be confused with Stanley Hudson. I also agree privacy is number 1. Not interested in having the world know my business. Yes, Brandon, I agree. At least I don't have the same pink sofa my parents had when they came to this country. And I had to go back and check, because I remember thinking that Jonathan's little sectional looked very comfortable for 2. But then I realized he was talking about JoJo and the pink sofa, which I don't know why, but it just suits the room and suits JoJo. But I get where Jack was coming from. I did have a good laugh at that, Jack. Mic drop. I'm out. My privacy settings are locked down unless you are a friend, so not much to see, so it means I'm a closed-off person, according to these experts, blah, blah, blah. I can assure you the 3 of them meant well. But yeah, so anyway. Let's get to the Power Veto competition. So only 6 house guests will participate in the Golden Power Veto competition. The head of household, Curtis, the 2 nominees, Megan and Susie, and 3 players selected in a random draw, which were, I believe, CJ, Marcin, and Lynn. So this week's Golden Power Veto competition is called Big Brother Exploding Beats. And here's how it works. This competition takes place on Schrute Farms. As you know, Dwight Schrute has a 60-acre beef farm, which he makes profit off of with his cousin Mose. And we are going to play a game of cards. So there are 54 cards in the deck, the standard 52 cards and 2 jokers. The object of exploding beets is to avoid the Joker. The Joker is an exploding beet which kills you and takes you out of the game. Similar to exploding kittens, in case you've ever played that game. So one at a time, each house guest, and we'll flip a coin shortly to determine whether we're going in alphabetical or reverse alphabetical order. So I'll do that right now. Get my coin. Okay. Ready? I hope this doesn't distort the frame. Ready? Okay. Tails. So we're going in reverse alphabetical order. Which means the first person, I believe, is Susie. So when it's your turn, you can choose to play, take a card, or pass. So if you play, and you get a black card, any black card is a rotten beet. That's worth no points. But there's no penalty for getting a black card. And I mean any black card except for Jack. I'll get to Jack in a second. If you get a red card, that card is the value of the card. So 7 would be 7 points. Ace is 1, 2 through 10 is the value of the card, and a red queen or a red king is 10 points. So that's what you want to get. If you get... Now the jacks are Moe's cards. A blackjack takes you down to 0. A red jack lets you take another player back to 0. If you hit a joker, you are out of the game. That's an exploding beet. You're eliminated. Oh, and the red cards, the red regular cards, they're obviously good beets because they're right. Yeah, there are 2 jokers in the deck. When the first house guest is eliminated, having gotten a joker, there will only be 1 joker remaining in the deck. And then when the second house guest is eliminated, that joker will get shuffled into the deck. So if you are afraid to get a joker, you can pass. You don't have to hit. I shouldn't say hit because it's not blackjack. You don't have to play if you don't want to. So you can play, pick a card, or you can pass. And I will keep going in order, and your scores will increase. The game ends when one of 2 things happen. Either A, 4 house guests are eliminated by exploding beets or jokers. And then that would leave 2 house guests. And whoever has the highest score of the remaining 2 house guests is the winner. Or the game could end if all house guests remaining pass twice. So if we go through everybody's name and everybody passes, then we'll go through again. And if for a second time everybody passes, then whoever has the highest score wins. So of course, nobody's going to pass if they don't have the highest score. So eventually, somebody will play. Yeah, so I've done trial versions of this competition about, I don't want to admit it, but about 15 times. The first half of the cards is pretty boring, I'm not gonna lie, because you're just drawing, and if you get a red card, you get points and whatnot. And if you've played Exploding Kittens, it's the same thing. When you get to the end, when you get to the last 10 to 15 cards, and you know there's a joker there, and you have to decide whether to play or pass based on what's going on, that's when it's gonna get suspenseful. Yeah. Okay, so good luck to everybody. With that said, who will win the Big Brother Exploding Beets Golden Power Veto competition? Find out tomorrow. And Monday, will they use it to save Megan or Susie from the chopping block? Tuesday, the final 2 nominees plead their case, and Wednesday is the first live eviction and head of household competition of the season, where the first house guest will be fired from Dunder Mifflin, evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 4 house, and lose their shot at the $400 Cheesecake Factory gift card. I'm Andrew Chefs of Moonbest. Take care, and we leave you as we eavesdrop on the house guests. Good night.